baby, let me tell you something. You
Let
obviously
him
need
do it.
to learn something
From
if
Dr.
you
Boyd.
can't manage your money. Because as I recall, Dr. Boyd's got a PhD in this and he know what he's doing. B1 all the way.
And he should
So
have remained friends with Dr. Boyd so he can learn some financial tips on how to grow the money that he was stealing from the public. I mean, really, Lala, if you think about it, Umar could have used that money, flipped it in the market, okay, and had some money to live off the interest of that money instead of using the money that the people donated. But no, he's foolish. And you know what? I see a lot of our brothers do this, even when they're in the streets and they're selling drugs and stuff like that. They're making all this money. I'm like, okay, now, yes, buy up the block, so that you can have something to fall on. But they never buy up the block, and then they get incarcerated. And when they come back to nothing. And I just don't understand that mindset. If you're going to do something illegal, make sure that you do it and it generates some type of generational wealth with it.
yes, yes. Dr. Vibe says we are not hearing the full story. Dr. Umar needs to be honest. And I do agree with you, Dr. Vibe, on that. There is so much more of the story that we are not hearing. However, we are going to hear it because, I hate to say it, once somebody comes out like this, internet sleuths and all these people now will start going back and going, wait a minute, hold up. They're going to follow the rabbit hole
They
of
will.
this. They will follow the rabbit hole of this money. So, but this brings me, I mentioned, ministers and other people of that matter. So I want to ask you, Yolanda, do you think that it's appropriate for a public figure to ask for donations personally, not for business? But if they do ask for business, do you believe that the people who donate should be required to have a documented thing showing where their money went?
No. So, well, yeah, they should have a documented thing for where their money went. Yes. Okay. But your first question, no, I don't think that public figures should ask the public for money. It's actually embarrassing to ask the public for money. It shows that you're mismanaging your money. Why are you asking the public for money? And my ninja, why didn't you go to your family members or somebody, a friend or something, before you came to the public for money? This just shows that he's trying to get a bigger cash grab. He's thinking that his followers, which are many, will all donate a little something, which will give him a bigger grab. But no, it's inappropriate. Okay. As a business person, make sure that you are always set up in some way. If the government frees your bank accounts, fine, live off your credit cards or your line of credit until you get yourself together, until you are able to resolve that issue.